Hey everybody, happy Friday. Show, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat as always. We got a pretty exciting day today. We redid one of our show tanks, so I am going to flip you guys around here in a second and show you our previously it was our Tanganyika tank. Now we changed it. So if you guys have any guesses on what you think we did, go ahead and let me know. In just a few seconds here, I'm going to flip around. But right now, there's only a few of you guys watching. So hello, Dr. Q. How's it going? Dr. Q says I'm early. Good morning, Dr. Q. So about to flip you guys around and show you one of our show tanks. And it's pretty exciting. It's been a long time coming. Something we haven't done yet. Surprisingly, we haven't done yet. I'm sure a lot of you guys have a guess. Fishy Chick, welcome to the live stream. Happy Friday. So guys, this is a super exciting, fun Friday. We're gonna do the typical giveaway. Gonna be the $25. I'm gonna flip you guys around. But seriously, guys, let me know down in the comments. What do you think we did? We changed our Tanganyikan show tank, and it is now probably one of our best, what we're best known for, fish. So let me know. Kim says rainbows. Any more guesses, guys? Let me see. Now, also, guys, in the comments, let me know if one of these show tanks, the 600-gallon show tanks, were your tanks. What would you put in those tanks? There's a lot of possibilities. 600 gallons is a lot of water volume, and it has a really good footprint. It's about, I want to say 8 feet by 3, maybe 4 feet. They're pretty big tanks, and then they're about 3 to 4 feet tall. So lots of space. All right, so I see a couple guesses. Let's go down the line. We have Kim with rainbows. That is not correct. Holly with geos. No. Shob with discus. No. Fishy Chick says love rainbows. Miguel says peacock bass. No, but we did. I believe we had some peacock bass in one of these tanks at one time. Dr. Q peacocks. Yeah, there you go. So Dr. Q is correct. We did have peacocks. I'm going to flip you guys around here. It's going to take me a second, but we will flip around and show you guys how the tank's looking so far, what we've done, what our plan is. And so here's the tank so far. We just put our first fish in today. We are stocking it with all 3 to 4 inch male peacocks and haps. Right now, we put 30 fish in. And if you guys stick around, we're going to be adding some fish to the tank live. That's going to be pretty cool. So just in a few minutes, we're going to be adding another about 20 fish. You can see here, they're already very feisty. And I do believe that is because we don't have enough fish in there yet. So 3 to 4 inch fish, there's only 30 of them in a 600-gallon tank. The aggression immediately has been pretty high. You can see the fish are already chasing each other around. We're going to add 20 more. We do not want to overdo it. We don't want to add too much to the bio load. So we're going to start with 50. Next week, I'm sure we're going to add more. And as time goes, as we get fish that we really like, that we want to get into this tank, we're going to do that. So as you can see, we got a good variety of fish. We have firefish, saffrons. We have some yellow blaze. We have some star sapphires, a turkis. We also have some pink flash in there, white knights, a lot of fish, and we're about to add some more. So let's see what you guys all have to say. What do you guys think? We'll get some close-ups. Also, we have some cameras in the tank where we're going to be getting some video of in-tank footage of the release. We also have a couple different angles going on. We have a couple tanks. We have a camera on the outside to the side. And then in a few minutes, we're going to have one of our workers, DJ, come over. He's going to film me dumping the additional fish into this tank. Robert Clayton So that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we're super excited. I'm surprised this isn't something we've done already. Looks like we got the fish coming now, so we have some ladders. So I'm gonna hand the camera over to DJ. If you guys want to say hey to DJ, he takes care of our soft water racks here, and he's gonna film me dumping these guys in. So give me a second while I hand this over. So DJ, if you need to move the camera or anything, you can just use this here, and it's nice and smooth for you. But you can also move it. So. So DJ, if you want, film this what we have in the bucket there, and kind of show them what's going on. Uh, so, really quick, guys, I'm gonna ask Wyatt, what do we have in this bucket?
We have Venustus. We have a couple more Safrans. We have Madoka White Lips.
All right, talk about this guy real quick. What is he?
He is a Walter I have.
Now, this is one of my personal favorites. Let me catch him. And he's not cooperating. Oh.
Oh, so this is a very strong fish.
Oh, so here 1 second, guys. The gimbal died on DJ. Here, let me see it. Sorry about that, guys. There you go. So here's a deep water hat.
Oops, not deep water.
I'm sorry.
Walter I.
Walter I hat. I'll put him in. So really quick, we're gonna dump him in. It does look like our battery is dying on the gimbal. So give me 1 second. DJ is going to hold it as steady as we can.
Manual.
But yeah, here we go, guys. We're gonna introduce these in. So if you want to film straight on, DJ, get this swimming into the company. That's really cool. That looks really nice. So, guys, in the comments, let us know what fish in here do you guys really like, and what fish would you like to see put in here. We have a lot of color right now, but we still have a lot more room to put some more fish in here. All right, DJ, I'm gonna ask you a favor. Find your favorite fish and kind of just focus in on it. See if you can get up close on them. Is that
Yeah, let's go with this OB.
the OB? He looks really nice.
He's running from us.
But you guys can see the aggression is already really high, so hopefully we can start stocking this tank a little heavier and help mitigate that. All right. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Wyatt. Appreciate you guys. So let's step back here and we'll look at the tank as a whole for a second. And I have to get used to holding this camera without the gimbal as steady as I can. So Kim says OB peacocks. Davo, wow, that's a pretty fish. Which fish were you referring to, Davo? There's a lot of really nice fish in there. Fish fan, happy Friday. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So this is a pretty cool suggestion here. So Punk Rock Papa says the two new bichers are doing great. So that's really good to hear, Punk Rock Papa. Glad your order came in good and your fish are looking good. Shob said hello to DJ, so thank you, DJ. Miguel says we are known for peacocks and haps. That's a great tank. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm holding this thing crooked, guys. I am surprised that we haven't done this sooner. But it's pretty exciting already, though. We have seen some torn fins. These fish are starting to be kind of aggressive. You might not be able to see it in the video right now, but there are a few that their dorsal fins are getting torn up. Corey's asking, have we ever bred the Pandawara? We have not. We have attempted to, but they have been they've been very difficult for us to get in from the wild and acclimate them into our tanks. Hannah, that is great to hear. She said, love the yellow, and a Turkish peacock came in great, and they're doing great. So that is awesome. So let's go look at some other fish, guys. This is super exciting. We're probably going to do a lot of content on this tank. Just today, we finally had the time to film a short little video, nothing crazy, but we did work on filming some things. So we'll have a couple videos, maybe some shorts coming out on that. So, Steven, the blues are awesome. Yeah. So we have a lot of like bluish OBs in here. We have ollies and peacocks. We have the star sapphires, which I hope they get to stay in here long enough that we can let them chip up. The turkis is looking really good. We got the firefish are just amazing. They're looking really good as well. And I'm also really partial to the saffrons. And then also there is a nice Venustus in there, a couple of them, but they lost their color. They were full color when we picked them earlier, but they'll color back up. And here's just a little side shot of the tank. Whoops. There you go. So guys, that's pretty exciting. I hope you guys are gonna really like this tank. We're probably gonna do a lot of content on it, and then it'll be all over our YouTube, our Facebook. And those fish, guys, came directly from our stock. So everything that we sell on the website, all those fish we bred here in that tank, and we grew them up here. So if you purchase a fish, that is likely what they're going to look like. Now, when you first get them in from shipment, they might have dulled down and lost some of their color. But if you give them a week, 2 weeks, they're going to be back to full color and healthy. Steven, welcome. Glad you could make it and glad you got in time to see the tank. Steven, no, we do not expect to breed them in that tank at all. It is all males. We are not going to put any females in there. If any females make their way into that tank, it'll be completely by mistake. Here's some of our OBs we have in right now. These are OB Ali's. So let's go look at some of our items that are going to be on sale this week, guys. And as always, if you want to see any fish, let me know in the comments. I already see Jonathan asking to see some red spotted gold severums, and so we can go do that. And once again, I'd just like to apologize, guys, if it's a little shaky today. The gimbal did die. The batteries were dead. Usually I'm on top of that, but I must have slipped my mind this week. So we'll look at some red spotted severums real quick. Now, I do believe that these guys, they were under quarantine. They just got, they just weren't looking the best. Let's get a close look at him. So, overall, they are looking good. I would expect in 2 weeks that these guys should be healthy and up on the website. And the issue is they have a little bit of ick. So we have them under a salt bath, and we are actually using some cupramine on them as well. So luckily we have not lost a single one. Now we do have some red spotted Severums over here in another tank, but I do believe that these are a different size and they are a little bigger. But these guys are healthy. Let's see what else we have. All right, guys. Bill, so that is a good question, Bill. So Bill asked, do we foresee having any true parrots anytime soon? So we did import some, but I do believe we're keeping them for breeders. But if we do not, we should have some like 2 to 3 inch or 3 to 4 inch parrots. That is a question I'm going to have to ask the owner. That's Mike, and see what he says. Um, but as of right now, I am unsure if we're keeping those for breeders or not. We don't have many. We have less than 10. They're not super easy and readily available to get. Robert loves the orange black dorsal. Yeah, they looked really good. We just put some nice males up on the website and we've been selling them. We didn't have many, so I think they actually all sold out. So if you wanted some black orange dorsals, guaranteed males, you guys just missed out. Another fish is looking really good. I did see a request was for the rams. So these German blue rams and black rams, we do have some. So the German blue rams are looking really good. And you can see obvious male females. Now we did just put some pairs up on the website today. And then right up here we have some gold rams, and they're also looking really good. All right, so we got some more requests here. Let's go start with the Bucochromis notitania. So here they are. And these look nice. You got some looks like 3 colored up males in this tank. Slightly colored, not full color, but, and they're sitting at 4 to 5 inches. Given time, those guys are going to be beautiful fish. That's the one thing about the one thing about predator haps is they take a lot longer to color up, but they are worth the wait. And just for fun, let's show him. This is a Bucochromis rhodesii. He is sold. He's actually sold to our Facebook admin. We've been waiting for him to pick him up forever. But look at this beautiful monstrous fish. This is the Bucochromis rhodesii. But like I said, he is already sold. But just for reference, the weight on predator haps is definitely worth it. They are beautiful fish. Look at all the egg spots on this guy. He's something else. I've said it 1,000 times, guys. I myself am not an African cichlid keeper, but this fish right here would change my mind. The silver arowanas, let's go look at those. And then we'll look at some electric blue acara. So the silver arowanas, they are doing pretty well. They are eating bloodworms. They're eating some prepared floating pellet foods. And they they're pretty well they're pretty much ready for anything you throw at them. They're on hard water, so they're on our well water, so they're very hardy. And there's just some of them. They're looking good. All right, now let's go look at some electric blue Akara. And I'm not sure if you guys are too familiar. We do have some silver arowanas in our South American show tank. There's 3 of them. They're about a foot, maybe 14 inches long. Pretty cool. Which I didn't show today, but maybe next time. So there's just a few electric blue car in here, but they are looking really good. So there's just a couple in here that are, these are like the 2 to 3. There's maybe some 3 to 4 inches in there. Yeah, Steven, I'm not sure which fish you're referring to, but if you are talking about, so Steven said he thinks we're sold out of them for a while. I think you might be talking about the arowanas, and that is correct. But we did just get some, and or you could be referring to the true parrots, which is also something we've been sold out of for a long time as well. All right, guys. So let me go over a few fish that are going to go on sale today. There's going to be 10 items this week. I'm gonna sit on a cool tank here. These guys are gonna be on the newsletter. Just very briefly. There is a small type write up about them, but these are the Neolamprologus lulupi carilani. So this is a location type of the lulupi. They're supposed to be the orangest of the lulupi. So they get the most kind of orange, while the other variants are more yellow, some are more black. But here's our aquarium strain lulupi. And you can see these guys are smaller, but these guys are definitely a different hue or a different shade of yellow compared to the Carlani, which are more of an orangey yellow. I'm not seeing the really dark orange yet, but I am hoping that as these guys get larger that they're more orange. No, is this charged? Okay, guys, bear with me for 1 second. I'm gonna try to set the gimbal up really quickly. So apologize for this. It's gonna get a little crazy for a second. What was that? All right, yeah, this is looking good. We have charge now, so thank you, Jared. Appreciate it. So let's see, get these guys in focus here. So these guys are really cool. I am going to read over a couple of the sale items, guys. So we'll set you up on this tank while I flip through some pages. Now, also keep in mind, guys, we are going to do the giveaway today. So think about your number. Don't start guessing yet, please. But just think about, I did see somebody, guys, this thing's killing me. So think about your number. I saw somebody already trying to like claim a number, which was pretty funny. Uh, Something is going on with this gimbal, everybody. But we got it. So if you can, guys, wait a few more minutes. We will get to the giveaway in a second. I just want to. Dr. Q says hire me to be your cameraman. So it can't because then it hits the. It hits the. it hits the volume button. I think it messes with it. All right. I'm not moving it, guys. Hopefully it stays still. So let's go over the sale items really quick. They're going to go on sale at 1 o'clock today, and then we're going to start the giveaway. So first off is going to be the Gymno Geophagus Terra Purpura. That's going to be at all sizes that we currently offer, which is 1 to 2 inch, 2 to 3 inch, and 3 to 4 inch. All the sizes are going to be on sale. I appreciate that, Fish Fam. I'm going to share that on the screen. Fenestratus Cichlid the Las Playas. So the Las Playas, or the Vieja Fenestratus Las Playas. We're going to offer the 5-packs at 1 to 2 inch on sale this week. And then we have the Snow White Platinum Guppies. Super, really nice line bred guppy. Not, they're very pure. We are not getting a lot of throw offs from them, which is really exciting. Typically, live bears, they can be very genetically diverse, and your line bred stuff can go kind of haywire pretty quickly. But these Snow Whites have been solid. So we're offering the pairs of those on sale this week. Then we have our 3-pack of black shrimp. And also the red top albino zebras, which I'm going to turn around and show you guys because I'm actually sitting right in front of that tank. So the 4 to 5 inch males, we only have 16 of these guys available, but all of them are going to up on the sale. These guys are really nice. If you like Mabunas, you're looking for a nice big addition to your tank, these guys are it. And now is the time to get them because they are on sale at 50% off. Let's see what else. We have so our mosquito fish, our Gambusia affinis, they're on sale, the 25-pack. The next is a pretty cool one. So all of our saffron 3 to 4 inch, we have breeder packs of 3 to 4 inch pink/orange body. So our saffrons naturally kind of throw off a fish that looks kind of similar to a dragon blood. They're pinkish orange. We're offering a breeder pack of those at 50% off. And then we have our red Empress Sangha Bay 1 to 2 inch, our German strains. Really, really beautiful fish. They are a hap. They take a little longer to color up, but it's definitely worth the wait on those. Really nice reds and blues, and they're very like shiny. I don't know how else to explain it other than like they just kind of shine very brightly in the tank. Here we go. A native fish is on sale this week. It's going to be the golden top minnow. So 2 to 3 inches will be on sale. And then finally, the last item this week on sale is going to be our least dwarf crayfish. So they're very similar in size and temperament to our CPOs, or the Mexican dwarf crayfish, but they are more of a brownish blue coloration. They're more brown tan than blue, but they do have some hints of blue in them sometimes. All right, guys, so I think I missed a lot of comments here, but I apologize. I want to start the giveaway. So we will go look at, we'll stay on this tank for a second, and we're going to go over the rules of the giveaway. Most of you guys have been here before. If not, if you're new, welcome and good luck. So our giveaway, like usual, it's going to be pick a number 1 through 100. We're going to go with the person who gets closest without going over that number. A couple things to go over. You can only make one guess, please. If somebody guesses your number, or no, if you accidentally guess somebody else's number that has already guessed, please just guess one more time. So you guys can go ahead and begin. There's going to be one Facebook winner and one YouTube winner. So good luck, everybody. And I am prepared today, guys. I didn't lose my paper, so I do have the numbers ready to go. And we're going to go look at a new fish while you guys guess. And we are taking the clipboard with me so we don't lose our numbers. So there's a request to see some umbies. So let's see if they are here. Yeah, so here are the wild caught umbies. These are 3 to 4 inches, some are 2 to 3. You can see they're already pretty aggressive. They are fighting a little bit. They do have some torn fins. That's pretty typical of an umbie. But yeah, there's the umbies. So these were, I believe, Colombian wild caught. And then I also want to check out the Gelitochromis Midnights. These guys are really nice. If you aren't subscribed to our newsletter, I highly recommend it. We are going to do Carly has a little write-up about these guys this week. And these guys have been really, really nice. They came in nice and dark. And these are good size. These guys are about 2 to 3 inches. There's one on the sponge here. He was just jet black. The more dominant they are, the happier they are, the darker they get. So you can see this guy, he must be the tank boss up against the sponge there. All right, now there's a fish that I personally want to show. They aren't on the website yet, but I am pushing for it. It's a pisto that came in mislabeled from the wild. We ordered a pistogramma wapezi, and they sent us an unknown fish. We had to do some research to kind of figure out what they are, but these guys have been really, really nice. I'm gonna move slow so I don't scare them. But these are the what we believe are a pistogramma D37. You can see a big male there, a nice smaller female right in front of them. And these guys are really pretty. They're phenomenal in coloration. Their fins are nice. They don't flare up often, but when they do, it's really cool. And something you don't see too often, that they have some purple in their fins. So you can see on this guy, it's like a really, really dark purple. That's not something you see very often in fish. On camera, it looks kind of black, but under the right lighting, these guys they're like yellow with some purple hints to them. And then they have the blue and red in them as well. So these guys are really cool. I'm super excited about those. Any ruby red cichlids? Carly, if you could let me know if we have a location on the ruby reds, we can go look at those. And let's go also. Let's go look and see how the show tank's doing with the new fish. It's been a few minutes. See if they have done anything differently or if the aggression is building. It looks like all the fish are just on the one side of the tank mostly. It's pretty funny. Already just from sitting back here, I see a male Venustus like kind of running the show. He's fighting with a red empress Sangha Bay over there. He's back over here. So let's roll over there. Let's see if we can get some action shots. These guys are really, really fighting for dominance right now. You can see that Venustus is all fired up. And that Sangha Bay is as well. And they're just going round and around. Now, to some people, I've seen this where customers will mistake this as fish kind of trying to breed. It is a very similar kind of dance that they're doing, but these guys are definitely just two males, now three males, just sitting here fighting for dominance. It looks like we broke up the party when I got up close, but it's looking really good, guys. I'm really excited about this. I'm surprised, like I said earlier, that we haven't done this yet. So we do have a location on the German Ruby Reds. So we'll go check those out. And then we're going to release the winning number. We'll come back to the Show Tank and I will release that. So here we go, right here. These are some Ruby Reds. Found the dominant fish in the tank. He's not the biggest one, but he is the most colored up one. So you can see him, he's all colored up. The rest of them are kind of colored down. Here's another nice red one there. So Holly, that's a great question. I'll put that on, tag that up there. So how will we remove the main aggressor? So, or will we remove the main aggressor? So that is going to depend. Now, I'm going to answer this question and set you guys up on this tank, and then we'll release the winner. So it really depends on what's going on in the tank and how the other fish are handling it. If he's way too aggressive, then yes, we will have to make some changes and potentially catch some fish out. But if it's just your typical African cichlid aggression, honestly, the main thing that we'll probably try to do is overstock, over filtrate, do your extra water changes, and that just doesn't really give the fish an option to be too aggressive. Um, but if we get to a point where certain fish are just being way too nasty and they're beating each other up, and maybe we have a killer on our hands where they are taking out some of the other less aggressive fish, well, then we'll have to kind of decide from there. All right, guys. So the winning numbers are this week. I'm not going to forget. Hopefully, everybody has their guesses in. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. If you haven't put a number in yet, go ahead, 1 through 100. And then I'm going to release it. All right, I'm cutting it off right there, guys. So let me hold it there. Get it in screen for you. So the winning numbers, Facebook is 38 and YouTube is 79, and that is for a $25 gift card for the website. So congratulations to whoever those winners are. Carly is going to announce that in 1 second. So as that goes, guys, if you have any questions while she searches through, I'm sure she already has it. She already knew the number. But if you guys have any questions about this tank or plans for it, now would be a good time to ask. So this is just the left side of the tank, and I still see that Venustus just being super aggressive over there. I assume over the next day or two it's going to calm down, but as of right now, these fish all have a lot to figure out. They're going to figure out who the tank boss is, who gets this little nook, who gets that little cranny, and see where they're all hiding. Let's go check out the other side of the tank. Now, there's not as much fish on this side. I'm unsure why. There's still a lot over here, but not as many. It seems like most of the larger fish are ended up on the other side. But it's the firefish over here duking it out. So Los Angeles cichlids, that's a great question. Who sets up the tanks? They look awesome. Or they are nicely done. So I'm going to put that up on for you guys to see. So The employees here take care of them. Just yesterday, one of our employees, his name is Wyatt. He takes care of our African cichlids here that we sell. He's the person who picks the orders for the Africans and bags them up. He was the one who aquascaped this tank yesterday, and one other employee did help him, and they they did this tank. The tank next door and our planted tank was done by our office personnel, Rob. Now, he aquascaped the planted tank and he also aquascaped our South American tank. And he was really excited to do that. Now, we have two people who take care of these tanks and clean them, and that is Rob and our other office personnel, John. And they just clean them once a week. We're cleaning the sump underneath. Those get cleaned once a week, and then they get a water change. Some of these tanks are on an automatic water change cycle to happen once or twice a week. And then we also manually go in there, siphon out any detritus, and clean them that way. The biggest, most difficult part of these tanks is just how big they are. I'm going to back up, guys, and show you the whole tank here. And I'm going to walk up and show you kind of what's difficult about it. And I'm sure most of you already know from tanks at home, but the hardest part about cleaning these tanks is trying to clean this acrylic. We do have ladders, but even with ladders, uh, when you get your arm down into the tank, you're just getting soaking wet every day. So that is the most difficult part. We use magic erasers in these tanks. So it's really hard. Luckily, Rob, he's very tall. He is able to get his arm down in there and wipe the glass or the acrylic with some direction. So someone will guide him and make sure he is not scratching the acrylic by getting sand in there. But yeah, these tanks do look really good. Our team here does a fantastic job. Uh, we work really hard to keep everything as clean looking as possible. So here's our other tank. So we do have the winners. So Tribal Aquatics with the guess of 77. Congratulations on YouTube. And the Facebook winner is Mark Simmons with the guess of 38. So guys, congratulations to you. Make sure you send us an email at fish@imperialtropicals.com to receive your $25 store credit. We are not going to reach out to you. You have to reach out to us. So please send us an email, and we will make sure you get your store credit. Now, one other thing, guys, I want to show. We did make another change to another one of our show tanks. So let's roll over here. Here is our planted tank. We took some fish out. We added some fish. We took some sand out and added some aqua soil because we are having some pretty significant deficiencies in some of the plants. So we added fluval stratum, and we're going to start dosing this tank again with some fertilizers. We weren't for a while because there was nothing in the tank to absorb that. So once we added the aqua soil in there, it really helps us to be able to fertilize, and the aqua soil can pick up the nutrients, and then the plants can get the nutrients from the aqua soil a lot easier. So really quick, I'll just show you where we put the aqua soil already. We're seeing, well, the fluval stratum, we're seeing it, unfortunately, get thrown all around the tank, but we do have we added some albino hecali, which are picking it up and kind of spitting it around, which not surprised that's happening. But we added the stratum underneath this island over here, and we added it in this island over here. We were able to do it pretty successfully without having to break the entire tank down. We took a hose and we siphoned out the sand out of this area into a bucket. and then we just replaced it with the aqua soil. You can see it there pretty good. Um, it wasn't that bad. We actually didn't have to uproot too many plants. The only thing we really had to do was take this driftwood, take it out of the tank so it was out of our way, and then suck up the sand and then replace it with aqua soil. It was a mess, but it worked out really well, and we had no negative reactions from the fish. So that was pretty cool to see. So a lot's going on right now with these show tanks. Not much has changed in the middle one here, but we are making changes. We are beefing up some of the filtration. We changed up the stand a little bit. We were having issues getting to the filtration down here. Originally, this was a piece of plastic glued in. It is now on magnets, so we can easily remove this and we can get into the tank and work on the sump from this side and the back side of the tank, which is really exciting. So guys, any last minute questions that I didn't come across, let me know. I'm not gonna go show too many more fish, but if there's any last minute questions, let me know and I'll try to get it. Oh, so yeah, there was a question about the Apistos. Those were Apistogramma D37. All right, guys, that seems like the last of the questions really coming in. Look out on your emails if you're subscribed for the weekly email. Check the website for the weekly sales. There's 10 items going up today. And be sure to keep watching our YouTube. We're going to have some videos coming out about this tank, probably some shorts. And yes, that's going to be it. Thank you guys and have a good weekend. See you next week. And I can't hit the button to end it. There we go, guys. See ya.